me to start the stream on Instagram. All right, so it's live there. Let me get the go ahead from Instagram. Live there. Let me get the go ahead from Instagram. All right, Nemo, when you're ready, go ahead. Do the welcome.
Hello and welcome to Power Your Story podcast. Today we'll be talking about fashion trends.
Okay, who's going to get the conversation started? Malik.
I think one of the dumbest fashion trends I've seen on like social media and TikTok is people purposefully like ripping up jeans. Like even if they're and I'm like, are you trying to destroy them completely or get more airflow? I don't understand it and I think it's kind of wasteful.
Ripped up jeans. What do y'all think? Yes or no, Alex? Thumbs down. Why?
Because girls in my school, first of all, be a dress code every time we try to wear those. But the girls in my school be trying to wear those, and it's like, it honestly doesn't be looking that nice when they wear them. Like, in my opinion. Like, I think it depends on how you, like, style it, but if sometimes they don't be looking good.
I'm here.
Any other thoughts on ripped Maya?
Yeah, I've seen some really, really bad ripped jeans. Like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love ripped jeans. I have like 3 pairs in my closet, maybe even more if I'm counting wrong. However, I've seen some people where it's like it's no longer jeans, it's just like pieces of fabric hanging around your legs. And it's like, kudos to you for being creative, but I think that's going a little too far.
I would honestly agree with that. I never really got into the ripped jeans. I feel like they look nice sometimes in certain people and how you style it, but I feel like it's not really like that good. But another fashion trend that I do want to get into is like chunky shoes and like the big red boots. That's a big trend that was popular, I think, last year. And I personally like chunky shoes, but I didn't really like the big red boots.
I agree, honestly. And I had like kids at school wear them, like the big character boots, and it's so ugly. And I don't get why you would spend like $200 on that. And it's like not even practical. How are you gonna walk with that? I don't even know how they went to school with that on.
Alex?
That was the exact same thing I was gonna bring up. Because especially those ones on TikTok that were like red and big, those used to irk the biggest part of my soul when I would see them because I just thought they were ugly and I didn't like them. But people kept wearing them as a fashion statement. It's not a fashion statement. You look ridiculous.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot what I was about to say.
No worries. What about Anthony? Anthony, do you have any fashion trends that you've seen that you think are really good or fashion trends that you think are just terrible?
Let's see here. If you like wearing like fashion stuff, I think that's a good thing. But a bad thing that back a bad thing is like if you wearing some wrinkly clothes and some messed up shoes and stuff. I'm like, what are you wearing? You ain't supposed to wear that kind of stuff.
So like wrinkly, baggy stuff. Malik, thoughts?
Well, I was gonna say one thing I especially don't understand, and maybe this is just because of like something about how I was raised. But one thing I don't understand is spending like hundreds of dollars on a T-shirt, like designer brands. I don't understand that. I can understand it if it's actually like really cool and rare, What I can't understand is spending like hundreds or even thousands of dollars on a regular t-shirt or hoodie or something. I can't ever see myself doing that, even if I was rich, because it's such a waste.
Actually, I have a comment about
I
that. That
honestly,
kind of Sorry, Jason, I didn't mean to talk. Oh, do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
no, you can go first. I'm sorry. I'm just so used to the thing.
No, it's okay. Everything's delayed on here, so we never quite catch when people start talking. I was gonna say I actually learned about that in school, and it's actually less about the actual clothes, like the quality of fashion, and more about who markets it. Like, for example, for Supreme, I think Supreme is probably the biggest outrage for a lot of people who are very critical of like the name brand fashion thing. But what happens at Supreme got really popular, I think, after a bunch of celebrities started marketing and like wearing the clothes, and like promoting the brand and like the outfits they were selling. And then after that, it sort of became like a big spectacle. Like, there's actually a Supreme store in my neighborhood. I don't know if it's permanent or temporary, but it is so popular that there literally are security guards standing by to make sure no one sneaks in and that everyone comes in with a reservation.
Jason, what were you gonna say?
That stuff kind of reminds me of like when there was this trend going on that was really stupid and ridiculous called Balenciaga stuff, or I don't know how you pronounce it, but basically they would always produce and promote basic regular clothes that you could get from any store, and the only main difference is it has like a Balenciaga brand, and it costed like about thousands of dollars, and it just looks like a basic clothing you would wear or buy from the store, which is something I cannot see myself wearing, and I can't believe people just actually spend money on this. Like I just can't. It's just ridiculous.
I wanted to add about that with Supreme because there's a brand called Psycho Bunny, and you would think it's like a cool store, but it's literally just a bunny on a shirt for like $100. And when I was a summer camp leader, I saw kids wearing that. I'm like, why would you pay $100 for that? And in the store, it's like so boring. You would think it's a cool because of the name. I don't get why you would pay that. I don't know. It's like it doesn't make sense to me.
Honestly, that's the same thing I thought. Because when I saw the store, I was in Aurora at their little outlet. And I saw the store. I was like, oh, that might be a cool store if they're selling like the chunky boots, chains, or whatever. But then I went in there and it was just like the most basic clothing ever. So
David, what do you think? Any fashion trends that you've seen that you think are either really cool or you think are just like so silly?
Yes, because I see some videos on either YouTube or TikTok about how celebrities dress up at the red carpet when they either the award shows or any kind of events. I like my favorite from there is Lady Gaga's because when she comes out for all of the clothes she wears, and I was like, whoa, that's the coolest clothes I ever seen. And I was shocked for a moment.
Anybody else have some celebrities that when they Maya, you're on camera. Anybody else have some celebrities that you think have really good like fashion sense on any of the red carpets? Alex, what do you think?
My favorite and forever always Zendaya most of the time. It
Oh
has
my
been a
god.
couple. It has been a
Facts.
couple of where it's bad. Otherwise, I've always loved hers.
Oh my gosh, Zendaya is absolutely like an icon in fashion. Like, not only does she have a fantastic sense of style, but her style is also really unique. Like, I love how at all of the premieres she always wears something that like complements the movie that she's in. Like, I think for Spider-Man, like she wore a dress that was really cool. It was kind of looked like it was a web. And then at Dune, she had like a like this really cool like top and like these shorts that like went below her knees. But, like what really stood out to me was like the silver jewelry that kind of matched like the sci-fi theme of Dune. However, one of my favorite fashion trends that a celebrity recently brought was Margot Robbie during Barbie when she brought back like the I don't know what it's called. It's not a tweed suit, but it's like a short skirt and like a top that's like it's long sleeve and it's like button up and it kind of gives like suit casual, but not quite. Like Barbie, I guess, wore a lot of those types of sets. Anyways, they're like the cutest thing ever. And I loved it so much that when I was in France, I actually bought a pair.
I agree with that. That's really cute. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I really like the aesthetic. Another celebrity that I really like on the red carpet would have to be Lady Gaga. I feel like not even on the red carpet, but outside of the red carpet, she always slays, and her outfits are always amazing.
I honestly agree because sometimes she has the weirdest outfits too. Like she wore that meat dress the one time. I know it's like weird, but it's you don't see celebrities doing that, and she's like always so interesting. And her outfits for the new Joker were so cool.
A celebrity fashion that I love is Pharrell Williams. Like his outfits always give, and you can tell he's a person who really pays attention to fashion and like how different shapes and colors come together. And it's that, and also that he kind of never ages, so he looks young forever. So everything he puts on is kind of youthful and just timeless.
Yeah. I want to quickly redirect our attention back to Gaga though, because I once saw her I forgot what this is called, but it's basically where you meet with Vogue and they give you a little picture book and you break down all of your most iconic looks. And what I learned from that is that Gaga is basically like a fashion master. Like she knows all the brand names, she knows all the tailoring concepts and stuff. Like she was able to pick apart each outfit and tell you where she got the sunglasses from, where she got the bodysuit from, what icon it was inspired from, why she liked the color, like who designed the meat dress, what the idea behind the meat dress was, and she did that for every single look, every single like magazine cover look. It was like the coolest thing ever. And it's funny because like the other celebrities that I watched, they weren't able to do that. They were only able to kind of like describe the context behind the look and why they liked wearing it or why they liked the colors. But Gaga was able to go into like the fashion logistics. Like she sounded like someone who could teach like a university about fashion.
Alex, what were you gonna say?
Redirect back to what she said about Pharrell never aging, because my statement will forever and always stand. And my statement is he doesn't age because he's a vampire. I believe a
What?
couple of artists have been okay. So, like I said, like the knowledge that vampires don't age. That's what I say about him because he never ages.
Any other thoughts?
I agree. I love Pharrell. He's amazing. Amazing style, amazing music. Part of my childhood. Another celebrity that I would also say has amazing style is Tyler the Creator. I love his outfits, his vest, the hats, and of course he makes amazing music as well too. But his outfits are always on point.
Go ahead, Jason.
I actually has been like like I'm like a huge fan of Eminem because I really like his songs and I really am a huge fan of his outfit choices. Like he doesn't dress up in like all that fancy attire like some people are. He just dresses up casual, just some gym shoes, some jeans, or like joggers, and then a sweater, and then his hat since he wears a hat on and a hoodie in a lot of his videos. Whereas before he used to have like a unique hairstyle when he was way younger. So I've always been a huge fan of his like interesting attire that he brings to the table.
I was gonna say, I remember what you said reminded me of like Adam Sandler. Like even though he's rich, he wears like and he wears like basketball shorts and that, and I kind of like the style though because it's just casual.
Alex?
Speaking of Eminem, I'm excited because we have the same birthday. Anyways, also another person I love is um Helen, the lady who played Bellatrix off Harry Potter. She also dresses like Adam Sandler and Eminem. I've never seen like unless she's going somewhere in really expensive clothes. She dresses pretty casual to be who she is.
Actually, I know who you're talking about. That's Helena Boham Carter. I think that's her name. I'm not totally 100% sure. Yeah, I like her a lot too. She's also kind of like quirky, and her style has like a her style reflects that, like it's not kind of just like casual, it kind of gives off like at times art teacher vibes. Like if you guys are familiar with that, like art teachers tend to like wear certain skirts and like certain like button up blouses, earrings. I think it's really cool.
I agree too, because it seems like every producer or like every actor or like a popular person has their own unique different fashion trends, which is something very interesting. It could be weird, it can be quirky, as Maya said before, and it can also just be something that you would never imagine your favorite celeb actually wearing to the public.
All right, speed round. Closing thoughts, fashion trends. Any other fashion trends or fashion icons that you want to call out for good or for bad?
This is like so off topic and random, but a fashion icon to me is Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus. Like each episode, she came with a unique dress and unique earrings, and the outfits always gave to me.
Oh my god. Okay, actually that's a perfect description actually. That's literally what I think of when I think of Helena Boham Carter's more quirky style, just like a little toned down in the color palette.
Alex?
How Angel feels exactly how I feel about Molly Weasley's dressing, like how they dressed her in Harry Potter, because she like dressed like if she was almost a teacher, but she wasn't a teacher. So I thought it was funny.
Can we also talk about Johnny Depp and like his selection of outfits? No matter what movie he's in, he looks like he is like 20 years younger into the past. And he is like how old? Like 40 or 50 years old? Like, how do you do it? Like, how?
I agree with that. And him and Helen, when they work on movies, it's so even though they're like not date, it's so cute how they match their outfits for different screenings and how like they're always in like the same movies together.
Alex?
I'm pretty sure y'all could see how my head just shook when he mentioned Johnny Depp. I'm a huge Johnny Depp fan. Favorite one is Alice in Wonderland, forever and always. Also, you said him being like 40 or 50. He's 61.
Oh, my mistake. I didn't know. My mistake.
That's
Speaking of
so
vampires who never age.
yes. But he also like dresses pretty casual. Like even when he go into like like interview or something, you wouldn't think he was a famous person who has a bunch of money. And they'd be like, "Why do y'all dress so casually?"
I think personally it's because of the whole idea of like not wanting to like brag or flex that much. Because when you really think about it, celebs are still regular people. It's just the only reason they're famous is mostly because of their talent, their singing, their acting, etc., etc., etc. So that's the whole reason why some actors and celebs just decide to just dress so casual, just to let you know that they are still a person, just like you are.
All right, we're on closing thoughts. We have probably like 1 more minute left. Anything else, Anthony, that you wanted to share about fashion trends?
So fashion trend is like you gotta have some good clothes, some good brands. Like for example, like Champions, you go in there get like some jogging pants and a shirt and you get in some pants and stuff like that's called fashion.
So you're recommending like classic brands, like
Yeah.
good like streetwear kind of.
Yep.
Cool.
Gotta go with a
Nima?
Nike though.
Oh, you prefer Nike, Jason?
Yeah, because I've always been a Nike person, but I've also been getting into Pumas because they're known to be for like very comfortable shoes, and they have like very unique colors that I still have. Like I wear every day to school from Ray Graham.
Nima, any closing thoughts from you?
When it comes to fashion trends, I would have to say my favorite would be the baggy clothes. Like the 2010 era. I really appreciate that. And even the fashion trends that are coming up now. I really appreciate the baggy clothes and how people style it.
So this leads to a question that we had from Simone. Simone asks, just as Jason and Anthony were talking about, what's a brand you all would wear? This could be like an everyday classic brand that's like affordable that you do wear, or this could be like a fashion brand that if you had all the money in the world, you would wear.
I would honestly wear, if I had the money, Anthropologie every single day. I feel like they're kind of like, how do I explain this? It's not quite like Urban Outfitters. I feel like Urban Outfitters is a bit more trendy, but at Anthropologie, they have stuff that's like really cool, but it's like trendy, but it's not like openly trendy. And like they also have a lot of options for different people. Like I love Anthropologie because all of their stuff goes really well with chunky heels, which is like my favorite shoe of all time. And like, yeah, they have a lot of cool, like, jean cutouts and, like, baggy jeans, you know, and, like, sweaters that are, like, maybe they're a bit baggier, but they also fit really flatteringly, and they have, like, cool woven textures and stuff. Actually, very recently, I bought this cool, like, sparkly pink top, which is, like, it's a pink tank top, and on top of it is, like, a long sleeve, like, net with, like, a bunch of little, like, shimmers on it. It's really, really cool.
Alex?
I know this one is probably a strange response because outside of this program, I am very like semi-emo. So if I had a clothing brand I would wear all the time, it would be Hot Topic. Because anything in that store, I love it. Because it just fits. I just
I
like it.
agree.
That's why I got the chain. I'm currently wearing like a chain on my jeans, and that's where I get it from.
I honestly agree, but they can be too expensive sometimes. But they do have good sales, and I love like how cute their clothes are, and sometimes they have Hello Kitty stuff, which I like.
That's adorable.
For me, it would probably be Alfred Aiden. They have like a whole bunch of different styles over there. I really like it.
All right. I think we're going to have David do our closing or outro, and then we're close this out. David, can you thank everybody for watching our Power Your Story open mic?
Thank you for watching our Power Your Story open mic. I hope you watch it for the next episode. Thank you for watching, and peace out.
Bye.
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 Bye.